That was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm so concerned that this is going to make me emotional. It sounded beautiful, but I think what was most beautiful was what he was saying.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Archie.
I'm Molly.
And we're back today with Man on the Moon by Kid Cudi. You're familiar with Kid Cudi?
Yes.
Yeah. We reviewed Kids See Ghosts with Kanye West. So we'll link that in the description if you guys haven't seen it yet. You've also heard him on like 808s and Heartbreaks. Like Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah. Good
Travis
voice.
Scott. Yeah.
Humming.
The humming. You like the humming?
Love the humming.
This album came out 2009. So those are around the time where I think I was listening to like Graduation by Kanye still. NERD, Lupe Fiasco. So I used to listen to this quite a bit back in the day. I know this album is very important to a lot of people due to the...
Seemed like that comments were getting about.
Due to the subject matter and also like just musically. We'll just get right into it. So track number 1 is called In My Dreams.
Oh.
I can have anything and everything I ever wanted.
Damn. The twinkling.
I can think of anything and everything I ever needed. Right here in my dreams, everything is okay.
Damn.
I don't worry about anything. Yeah. Welcome. You're in my dreams. This is a dream come true. Everything turns out dope. Right here in my dreams.
Wow.
You're in my dream now. Long before we know ourselves, our paths are already set in stone. Some may never figure out their purpose in life, and some will. We live in a world where it's more okay to follow than to lead. In this world, being a leader is trouble for the system we are all accustomed to. Being a leader in this day and age is being a threat. But toward the end of our first 10 years into the millennium, we heard a voice who spoke of vulnerabilities and other human emotions and issues never before heard so vividly and honest. This is the story of the man on the moon.
Wow. That was great.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like I'm gonna take notes during these songs because there were lots of things and I'm like, don't forget to talk about that.
Right.
And I'm scared that I will, so I might take some notes.
Sure.
I loved the strings.
Yeah.
And we've discussed strings before and they can be hard to do.
Yeah.
It's easy to overdo strings, but those were beautiful.
Yeah.
And I thought it really added to the kind of like dreaminess of it even, which is obviously relevant because it's in my dreams. Everything always turns out dope.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious. Yeah. So I really loved, it was like a beeping. It was like a kind of twinkling sound.
Yeah.
And then it was getting closer and closer. And then I loved how it, like there was a part that like sped up. It was like beep, 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 I think. And then there was a big...
Yeah.
And then it stopped.
Right.
And that kept happening. There are lots of really nice details in that.
Yeah.
And his voice was it was almost kind of monotonous. It was like level throughout the whole, I think, as far as I remember. But it was nice.
Yeah.
And then I really, really liked the ending. That set up a good story.
Oh, that was common. Yeah, providing the narration.
Yeah, the narration. I thought that was interesting. It kind of reminded me, I guess he took inspiration. This first song in Rodeo.
Oh, right, with T.I.
Yeah.
Kind of doing the same thing. Yeah. Hey, that's funny. I've never thought about that.
Yeah, I noticed that immediately.
He was a big inspiration.
That's what I was thinking. It did mention that he's going to be talking about like human emotion and vulnerability and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm bracing myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, but I hope it doesn't make me
Not
cry.
Super heavy. Yeah. Cool. I'm glad you liked that. Sets up the rest of the album. I forgot to mention in the beginning that like the album's split into like these different parts. So there's like 5 different parts. To be honest, I haven't really looked into like what that represents. You know, I just kind of listened to it over and over again. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the first 3 songs are under Act 1, The End of Day.
Okay.
So we'll move on to track number 2, which is called Soundtrack to My Life.
I got 99 problems and they all bitches. Wish I was jigging, man. Carefree living. No sitcom can teach Scott about the drama or even explain the troubles that haunted my mom. On Christmas time, my mom Christmas grind got me most of what I wanted. How'd you do it, mom? She copped the toys I would play with in my room by myself while he by himself. He got 2 older brothers, one hood, one good. An independent older sister kept me flying when she could, but they all didn't see the little bit of sadness in me. Scotty, I've got some issues that nobody can see, and all of these emotions are pouring out of me. I bring them to the life in you. It's only right. This is the soundtrack to my life. I'm super paranoid, like a sixth sense. Since my father died, I ain't been right since. And I tried to piece the puzzle of the universe. Split an eighth of shrooms just so I could see the universe. I try to think about myself as a sacrifice, just to show the kids they ain't the only ones who up at night. The moon will illuminate my room, and soon I'm consumed by my doom. I've got some issues that nobody can see, and all of these emotions are pouring out of me. This is the soundtrack to my life. The soundtrack to my life. It's close to going trying some coke, and a happy ending will be slitting my throat. Ignorance to cope, man. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is love, and I need that shit. If I'm hungry, ass all chunky, brain is insanity. Only things that calm me down, pussy or some Cali tree. And I get both, never truly satisfied. I am happy, that's just the saddest lie. I've got some issues that nobody can see. This is the soundtrack to my life. The soundtrack to my life. To my life. To my life.
That was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm so concerned that this is going to make me emotional. That was absolutely beautiful. It sounded beautiful, but I think what was most beautiful was what he was saying.
Yeah.
There was so much in that I wanted to talk about. There were so many touching things he said. So he's talking about having issues that nobody can see. So obviously he's talking about having problems with his mental health.
Yeah.
And then he said, I bring them to the light for you. It's only right. So he's talking about how he feels like it's his responsibility to share with people that he has these problems too, so that they don't feel alone. And he made reference to that several times. Like he said, I try and think about myself as a sacrifice just to show the kids they ain't the only ones who up at night. I thought that was so beautiful. Yeah. And I think it's really cool that I feel like boys grow up feeling like they can't express their emotions, and like feeling a certain way makes you less of a man. Yeah. So they're less inclined to talk about any mental health issues they might be facing. And obviously, so the suicide rate in men, for not to be morbid, but the suicide rate in men is like way higher. Largely, I guess, because men have to like suppress their emotions so much. Right. And given that, the way I see it, rap is a largely male audience. I think it's so important that someone like him would come out and say he also has problems. Yeah. Because young boys are listening to that and have someone to look up to and relate to and know they're not alone. Yeah. I think that's so important. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think you hit the nail right on the head. I think that's why this album, and Kid Cudi in particular, is very... I was thinking about that. Very relatable for a lot of people. Yeah, because so many people leave comments saying how much this guy means to them. Then the lines after that, the moon will illuminate my room, and soon I'm consumed by my doom. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, the writing on here is pretty... Wow. Yeah, it's intense. It is intense, exactly. It's intense. My voice is going to shake, but I'm not going to cry. Only things that calm me down, pussy and some Cali tree. I need that comic relief in there. I'm happy that's just the saddest lie. There's just so much in this. Yeah. And you know what's funny is because this is a classic. This track is the album's a classic, but this track, I used to play this in the car all the time. Yeah. And then it didn't hit me till like later on where
I was actually reading the lyrics. I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know it was this deep, and then I liked it even more because
that's the thing. You could listen to this and it just sounds like a great song.
And that's the kind of music I like too. Anyway, like, well, I shouldn't say all the time, but I wish like accessible music just had meaning all the time, you know, and then at least it can work on several layers. If you want to just party to it, or you want to just drive around to it, or whatever, have it as your soundtrack to your life.
There you go.
Yeah, but if you want something to relate to or something deeper, it's there as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I love that.
Cool.
Okay, let's continue.
All right. Track number 3 is called Simple As.
1, 2, 3, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3.
This is Boards of Canada.
1, 2, 3.
Robotics.
1, 2, 3.
Try this out.
Damn.
Robotics.
Simple as that, feel simple as. Ask about that, pretty simple, man. I can't be a loser cause they figure that. I can't be a lame, I'm cooler than that. Why big bro, take out the hot bitches. Dear God, me too, I like the hot bitches. I be the underdog, all alone till I'm gone. I will live through a song, I'll be strong to the haters. It's simple as that, it's simple as that. It's simple as that, feel simple as. It's simple as that, it's simple as.
1, 2, 3.
Simple as that, feel simple as. Simple head, wish you would've called how I should've been. I gotta terminate the hate, spread the positive. Without it being whack and cheesy to the little kids. So I curse like a sailor and I smoke weed. I am exactly who an older rapper's kids be. Mad little mama switch the Converse without a purse. Long as the booty looking juicy and he's styling on her. It's simple as that, it's simple as.
1, 2, 3.
As our hero seems to be dreaming in peace, a dark chapter unfolds, throwing Scott into the most eerie and unstable part of his imagination. So intense he cannot tell his dreams from reality. This is the rise of the night.
First of all, that line at the very end when he said, "This is the rise of the night towers." Obviously, it's going into the rise of the night towers. Sounded just like, you know, and this is the end. When Jonah Hill is like possessed
by the
and
devil
he's like
monster
Satan.
thing.
Yeah, I thought I definitely needed that to happen.
Yeah,
that was a very
lighter,
upbeat, much lighter, kind of funny. Yeah, simple as that for your simple ass. Great. Yeah, that was I needed that in the beginning with the ABC and the numbers, and I'm like,
what's happening?
This sounds like Boards of Canada right now.
Right.
But then the beat came in and it sounded great.
Yeah, simple as 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's actually I didn't actually put that together until now. So,
for your simple ass.
Thank you. Yeah, for my simple ass. I thought that was a lot of fun. I thought the beat and what he was saying, they went together really well. Why the big bro take all the hot bitches? Dear God, me too. I like the hot bitches.
Let's move on to the next song. Track 4 is called Solo Dolo, in brackets Nightmare.
Okay. That's nice.
Listen good, I don't have nobody but what I might feel. All the sounds of sanity. Why must it feel so wrong when I try and do right? I'm Mr. Solo Dolo. Look at me, you tell me just what you see. I need some answers, yeah.
I love that.
Why must it feel so wrong when I try and do right? Soaring through paradise when I'm closing my eyes. My world turns, flipping the bird to the ones who figure me outcast, no, not the duo. Back to Shaker Heights where they knew who fall. Clutching my kid Cudi biz out. Mute motherfuckers back home, quick pause. Gargle on my mayo. Look at me, I bet I'm the one you think to fail. Floating in my mind, no sail. Oh, hey. No, I won't be afraid. Hey. right. Feels so wrong when I try and do right. Do right. When will I ever learn from the words in my songs?
I wrote some things down then because there were details in that song that I really, really liked.
Yeah.
First of all, I really liked, are they plucking strings?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah. It reminded me, because I was thinking about it being called Nightmare. And that reminded me of like you know those things you turn?
Oh, like a music box?
Like a music box.
Yeah.
It made me think of that, or like one of those things, like a child's thing to put them to sleep.
Okay, like a mobile.
Yeah. It reminded me of that, but it's a kind of it's
or a
dark.
creepy version.
It's creepy and it's dark. So it was kind of like a lullaby. And then on that, in the verse, the way like his rhythm in the verse was very like
choppy.
It kind of reminded me of like, how can I put this? Not like a nursery rhyme, like I don't know, just like something he was reciting.
Oh, okay.
It just kind of tied into the same idea. This could all be a reach, but this is my personal opinion.
Yeah, go for it.
That's what that reminded me of. I also liked the strings. The strings were very dark too. It was very well done, the soundscape for the brackets Nightmare, I thought.
Yeah.
It was that was really nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I guess he was like saying he's Mr. Solo Dolo. I don't know what Dolo means, but
solo. That's what it means.
Okay, so he's Mr. Lonely.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, you pretty much summed up everything I was about to say.
Great.
Again, back to the mental health stuff. Like, when I try to do right, or sorry, why must it feel so wrong when I try to do right?
Yeah.
And obviously, as you can tell from the first few songs, like, you know, he has these problems.
It's a very insightful person.
Yeah.
Very self.
And we talked about this off camera like a while ago about how kind of differences between like 90s hip hop of like today and the 2000s. I feel like, and I could be wrong, like me personally, it was around this time when all those rappers that I mentioned, like him and Kanye, when he started doing like Graduation, 808s and Heartbreaks, kind of help open the door for a slew of these artists who rap more about mental health and being vulnerable that way.
That's so important.
Yeah, and I'm not saying like 90s didn't really do that.
Yeah, but
there was.
I think there's definitely you see it in life, not just in rap.
Right.
There's less of a stigma now attached to mental health.
And as you said before, it's more relatable, and as you said also, like it's very important to his audience.
It's so important to like. I think it's so important for people like this, because he'll be like a role model to someone.
For sure.
I think it's so important to be open about stuff like that, so other people can relate to you, and
you can recognize stuff and seek help if need be, and things like that. So.
Yeah,
cool.
Love this.
Okay, we'll move on to track 5, which is called Heart of a Lion.
Please save a kid that needs some help, and I can't begin to think of anything that could help. But the weed is guaranteed indeed just what I need. How I feel upon a time so recent, a time made me sad when I recollect how I used to be like David and Goliath, kinda like me. You can try again and I'll be ready. Won't let you kill me in my dream like Freddy Krueger. No, I'm not no loser. I'll see you in hell. At the end of the day,
wow.
Told me don't let no one break me. Let no one break me. At the end of the day, you can't regret it if you were trying. If you were trying. At the end of the day, I'm walking with a heart of a lion. Yeah. Please save a kid that needs some help, and I can't see ahead of me, so I'm moving still to proceed and remain intact. My mental is so unstable, and they talk and judge a man, they have no clue what I'm capable till I show inside of me. No one that thought could be within. I told you, no, I'm not a loser. I'll see you in hell. At the end of the day, I'm walking with a heart of a lion. Yeah. slumber, you be shook. Stay awake, no need to run, your fate would follow. You should know you know I'll never let you drag me down the hill. At the end of the day, babe, I'm walking with the heart of a lion. Yeah. No,
Damn.
no, 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 no. Yeah, no, yeah.
I really feel like the music is appropriately conveying what he's talking about. So in this one, he's talking a lot, and I feel like he spoke about it in some of the other songs, talking about like how he's not a loser and like proving himself and proving that he's not what other people thought he was. And he spoke about another side of him that like other people didn't see or something like that. He's talking about showing people he can do this.
His true self. And,
So this heart of a lion thing, obviously he's talking about being like brave and strong and courageous and whatever. But in the bridge, when it's talking like he's actually saying like heart of a lion, it was so like powerful.
Yeah. It's more like a kind of with the strings as well, kind of like triumphant kind of.
Yeah. I thought that was so good because it felt like a lion's roar. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was so powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a movie scene too, where like he's about to like
triumph.
Yeah. But to take care of shit.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's feeling good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this.
Yeah.
I also thought at the very end there, the yeah and no part. When I was reading it, I was like, okay, you're saying yeah and you're saying no. And then I'm like, wait, is this like an internal battle or whatever?
Wow.
I clicked on it on Genius and it said, yeah, it's a like
cool.
it's to reflect his demons, his like internal struggle because he's going between. But he's saying yeah, like powerfully. So he's like
that's what he's trying to convince himself.
But like he's up
encourage himself.
And and he sounds like strong against it. Yeah. I
Nice
thought that was
pickup.
great.
Hey.
I love that. Yeah. I think this is so good so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
You kind of touched on it already, but like the production is definitely like, I want to say it's kind of ahead of its time because this is I think most people will kind of credit Kanye for Graduation when he started incorporating, of course, he's not the first to incorporate electronic sounds, but it became like a sound. And he took full advantage of this, Kid Cudi, to cultivate his sound, which I think is super influential, obviously for some of the people that I've mentioned kind of before, like Travis Scott and stuff like that. We'll move on to track number 6, which is called My World.
Lil homie in the room, in the room, boy on the moon. No one to hang out with, talk that shit to, just my little homies. 1 year younger, they ain't get where I was going. Took a turn to the worst when my father left me lonely. Lonely in my room, I mean up on the moon. Felt the lowest self-esteem, especially with the girls. Tried every sport just to impress all the girls instead of all the ladies, cause they talk down. I was too artsy, known to be a clown. And now my Facebook poppin', cause I told the same girls I would be the hot shit one day. This will be my world. Made the move, made the move, flew off the moon, still had no one to hang out with, talk that shit to, just my Brooklyn niggas. Nigga, I was late, damn near every day, but I'ma be on time when my stars align. We getting money, mom. This will be my world. I was heavy, I'm a grizzle, and none of y'all had a clue about me. Now guess what? I'm all you see. I'm all you see.
Damn.
This will be my world. I told you so.
I love the fullness of that production. Then with the piano in the back. It was kind of cinematic.
I think this whole thing's kind of cinematic. Like I was sorry to cut you off, but I was just thinking about how, like, because I haven't listened to this album in full in a while, so I was curious how the production would age, because 2000s in particular, some of the hip hop, I feel like some of the production hasn't really carried over well. Not all, obviously, but I was curious to see how it would sound. Definitely very cinematic. I think the use of strings
and the piano. I thought the piano there, that was so cinematic, and and I think it was mainly in the chorus or something.
Yeah.
This will be my world, and it was so full. But then I had the piano at the back.
Yeah.
That was kind of wow. I love that.
And I feel like
pulley.
Wow.
Yeah, I love that. So other than that, I love how vulnerable he's being. Like I noticed, especially in the first verse. First of all, he keeps talking about how lonely he was, like as a child, and then he mentioned being lonely even when he grew up and he moved away and whatever. He was still lonely. He still had no one to talk to.
Right.
Didn't have friends. Then I'm like, of course, man on the moon, duh, like the only man on the moon.
Yeah.
Nobody to talk to.
Right.
Just by himself. I'm like, duh, how did you not put that together before?
For some people, I didn't even.
But wow, I was like, wow, he's calling himself the man on the moon because he didn't have anyone.
Yeah.
He had no friends. And I'm like, wow. And then he's talking about how, like, in school, like, he had no self-esteem. He was so shy and whatever. And how he was shy around girls and whatever. I thought it was funny, his flex, how he was saying now his Facebook's like blowing up because now his face is blowing up. I was too artsy known to be a clown.
You know, my Facebook puppet.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's funny though, if you think about a time where it was just
it was Facebook
only.
I just love how vulnerable he's being, and he's talking about how he suffered from these problems and he was so lonely and had low self-esteem and he felt like a loser, and he's spoken about being like an underdog and stuff. And now he's super successful. Yeah. He did it. I just want to repeat again, I think it's so important. And so important for people to hear him say these things, to be able to see, well, look where he got, despite all of that. Yeah.
Even just kind of uses music as a form of therapy. Now we're moving on to the next phase, which is called Taking a Trip. Act 3, Taking a Trip. Okay. The next song is the biggest song. I would say it's one of his... Would it be his biggest song? It's one of his biggest songs anyway. Okay. It's called Day and Night. I feel like maybe you've heard the beat or something before.
Okay, yeah. Well,
yeah.
Okay.
So track 7 is called Day and Night.
Day and night, I toss and turn, I keep stressing my mind.
I know this.
Yeah.
I look for peace, but see I don't attain what I need for keeps this silly game we play. Cause day and night, the lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone through the day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night, pain is deep. A silent sleeper, you won't hear a peep peep. The girl he wants don't seem to want him to. It seems the feelings that she had her through. Cause day and night, the lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. Slow-mo, when the tempo slows up and creates that new. He seems alive though he is feeling blue.
I love that bass.
The sun is shining, man, he's super cool. The day and night, the lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. At night.
You know what's funny? I definitely know that. I think that must have been played on the radio.
Yeah.
And the sound actually does remind me of that time.
Me too.
Yeah.
The whole time I was having flashbacks.
It really reminds me of that time. Yeah. Yeah. Which is funny because we were just talking, but it's nothing to do with like the production. Cause it's nothing like Tayo Cruz or anything like that. But it's funny because it's a catchy song that you would expect to be on the radio. Yeah. And especially, I feel like if a chorus is catchy and it says something about drinking or smoking weed, it becomes like a party anthem. Yeah. So everybody listens to it. But they don't actually try to figure out or look into what it actually means. And we were just talking about that. Like, songs can be like catchy and sound good and whatever, but then if you want to look further into them and then discover they actually have more meaning, which is so true for that song.
And it reminded me of, I'm sorry to cut you off, but how like Swimming Pools by Kendrick.
I was gonna say that.
Okay.
Wow, we think exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about that. Like, I was listening to Swimming Pools like 2 nights ago or something, and I was thinking it's so funny that this was like one of his biggest songs.
Yeah.
But when you actually look at what he's singing about,
Yeah.
it's like so dark and so like sad. But because it's like it's talking about drinking and whatever, and that's all people hear, and it's like catchy. It sounds so good. People are drawn to it, but they don't actually know what he's talking about.
And ironically, like, people are partying to that song.
Yeah, and it's like, it's
actually the opposite.
Quite the opposite. That's what I was thinking throughout the whole thing. So it's so funny that you... I didn't hit you because I was angry.
No, that's
I hit you in shock. And especially in the context of the album.
Right.
It's really profound. Yeah, and he's talking about being lonely and struggling with that, and then how he deals with that.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I just had flashbacks the entire... I was just thinking the whole time, because it transported me back to those days. I used to listen to that song a lot. A lot.
And did you look into what it meant?
No.
Or did you just relate to the lonely stoner freeing his mind and
No, not at all. I was drawn to the sound. Like, I know when this first came out, this was the first song I ever heard from him. But the production with the effects, it was more in line with like what I was listening to already when it came out. We'll keep it moving then. Okay. Track number 8 is called Sky Might Fall.
That I'm living in, would or rainstorms ever end? Still I feel my path narrow, I run again. You seem happiness is gone again. And then you see them, gray clouds up above Maine, metaphor to my life, man. Still I feel my heart stronger than it's ever been. Strong will to my journey ends. Until then I roar, the sky might fall. The sky might fall, but I'm not worried at all. Come on, the sky might fall. The sky might fall, but I'm not worried at all. Hey, I let them know some. I let them know some. I let them know some. Need to listen up. I listen up. I listen up. I listen up. Gray clouds stuck together, fam. Lightning piercing through another land. Over the desert where the lost play. Soul searching each and every way. And then you see the awesome sound so profound. When it'll grip you. You can see it. Damn. If you hear it, you can feel it too. Something special I'm running to. Until then I go away, very far away, to another universe where all the people say sky might be falling, but remember you can fly high. The sky might fall. The sky might fall, but I'm not worried at all. Hey, I let them know some. I let them know some. I let them know some. You listen up. I listen up. I listen up. I listen up. I keep running. Yeah, I gotta keep up. Gotta keep up. Yeah, gotta keep up. Gotta keep up.
That was powerful.
Yeah.
That chorus, that was very cinematic.
Right.
That was like very, very, very full. Yeah, I loved that. I loved how he's basically talking. There was a line in the beginning I really liked. So he said, "Grey clouds up above, metaphoric to my life." I feel like he mentioned grey clouds a few times. So metaphoric to my life, heart stronger than it's ever been.
Yeah.
I thought that was nice. How he's talking about how things are getting him down, how his life is kind of hard. He's feeling, I guess, lonely, sad, whatever he's struggling with. But he's still, he's so positive.
Yeah.
He's so, like, he really believes in himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that this is so powerful. And I loved how, because like I said, the chorus is so, it was so full, so cinematic. And then when it got to the outro, it just kind of cut and went kind of empty, I think, except for some drums.
Yeah.
I really liked that.
We'll move on to the next one called Enter Galactic.
Say you've never done this before, and that's cool and all, but I want you to try this with me. So. That's cool. Don't worry. Get ready, pop it, let's go. Intergalactic, you and me. Intergalactic, you and me. I once used to dream of peace until I found you. Once upon a time, baby. I'm reaching out to hold you close so I don't slip away. Explore a new approach, a whole new free, I say. Get ready, pop it, let's go. Intergalactic, you and me. Intergalactic, you and me. I know it's easy to imagine, but it's easier to just do. See, If you can't do what you imagine, then what is imagination to you? I want to kiss you on your space below your navelette, the place that you keep neat, so moist like toilette. This will mark the day our minds and souls will connect. Let's not forget the sex. My heart you can collect. Nah. Have just one more cap, babe. Have just one more stem, babe. Get ready, pop it, let's go. Intergalactic, you and me. Intergalactic, you and me. Pop it, ready, go.
Oh.
Let it take over. Get ready, pop it, let's go. Get ready, let it take you. Get ready, pop it, let's go. Intergalactic, you and me. Intergalactic, you and me.
Soon after falling into a deeper psychedelic state to escape the prison of our reality, our hero becomes trapped in his own peaceful place, which immediately becomes his sanctuary.
So that was about shrooms. That was so groovy.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was needed.
Yeah.
Not that I've been like depressed throughout this album, but that was much.
The shrooms are needed.
Much lighter than
Right.
even the subject matter was. It was about taking shrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that. I loved the beat. Mm-hmm. It was so groovy. It was just a lot of fun to listen to.
Yeah.
When I got to the bridge, it really reminded me of a song. I don't know which one, from Phrases for the Young by Julian Casablancas. One of my favorite albums ever.
Wow.
It was so good. Yeah, I loved that.
Nice.
Yeah, that was nice and light, nice and just really fun. Really enjoyed that.
We're moving into the other phase now.
Yeah.
So we're moving into act, let me see here. Act 4, which is called Stuck.
Oh, Stuck.
Yeah.
Because I thought that makes it sound like a bad thing. Although it does say our hero becomes trapped in his own peaceful place. But then it says which immediately becomes his sanctuary.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the next 3 songs are going to be in this act. So track 10 is called Alive, featuring Rat-a-tat.
Interesting. Oh.
Every time the moon shines, I become alive. Yeah, I'm feeling strange in the night. I'm not myself, I feel I'm thrown into a fight. The feeling is stronger, more alert, I'm on the move. I smell her scent and I know I will find her soon. The one to come and free me from this fate. I'll find her, it's not too late. Hey, every time the moon shines, I become alive. Yeah, I'm a beast in the night. I'm on the prowl while I'm hoping to find some light. A sexy lady who's pure, she has the cure. I hope she can find a man within the beast, and I hope she saves me from the curse I have to be. Hey, I hope she figures out a way to save my soul, yeah, to save my heart. Hey, every time the moon shines, I become alive. Yeah, na 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 na. Oh, na 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 na. I watch the sun collapse and tuck up in the cuz out. I am the lone wolf, go where I wanna. Let the moonshine be the guide to the lizard. Even when I stray away, the light never left me. I learned to follow my instinct, blinded by the light, rather that than the evil. Feel another place in the room full of people, try and be the same, but you know you're not a sequel. Your fate will be whatever it shall be.
The guitars.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
really
was,
like those guitars.
That was produced by Rat-a-tat. So they're like an electronic group. I think they're a duo or a group. But anyway, yeah, I feel like I used to listen to them back in. I feel like I burned one of their CDs. But yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites from before, for sure.
Yeah, I really love the guitars on that.
This one in parentheses says Nightmare as well. Like this is the third song with the Nightmare.
I was wondering about that because there's been like a few songs that have had Nightmare in brackets. I didn't really know what that meant.
Yeah.
If someone can let us know in the comments, that would be great. But there was a line in here. He said, "Blinded by the light, rather that than the evil." That was great. Feeling out of place in a room full of people. Try and be the same, but you know you're not a sequel.
Right.
I love that.
Those are some great lines.
Yeah. I feel like he's obviously he's spoken so much about being lonely and on this album. It sounds like he feels lonely and he feels kind of out of place with other people and like he can't really relate to people or something. He doesn't feel like he fits in.
Well, the chorus is like, every time the moon shines, I become alive. So he feels more at home when
And I guess
at night when he's by himself.
I don't have very much more to say.
That's
I
great.
haven't said already. Just really, really love this so
Sweet.
far. Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep it moving. So track number 11 is called Cudi Zone.
Wow.
Soaring, is this allowed? I should've bet my daddy proud. A little nigga with a sacred smile. On top of the dreams is where I'm bound. Some figured I was Satan bound until I came back with a style I found. Then all of a sudden they fixed their faces cause of who I know in the trail of places that I've stepped. How many niggas wanna hate cause I left? How could you blame me and my plan attack? Cause I'm risking my soul intact. Now I'm heard all over the map. Homies caps are done. Second chances giving out for something. All you gotta do is take advantage. Then maybe you can get yourself a horse and carriage. Done pimping. You go a young nigga, he was timid. Now I'm zoned. See things so vivid. I'm a soul now, homie, not even. I'm a zone out till I lose feeling. Remember, I'ma be gone way past November. Even stay up there, floating, hoping I can find peace somewhere. In my mind, it sounds like when I'm zoned, I feel it alright, I forget about it all. Ballin', this disallowed, without feeling like shallow out. Diamonds on the Jesus, peace for style. Back in Cudi City, we ride around. Keep myself so lifted, I am accustomed to new heights. I feel perfect, though they think it's worthless. See what on my flight, man. Everybody wanna be a critic, I have my life and I will live it. Shut your mouth before I fucking hide my jokes, they will love it. If you're seen on the scene, in my slim cut jeans, more than likely I am faded, man. You another shit, if everywhere you go, niggas ain't seen stand around hating. So my vices, when the lights start flashing, I'll be zoning, all alone in the place my mind is going, filled with songs and no one's knowing.
Oh, damn.
In my mind, it sounds like
That was a very uplifting vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed. It's just, I don't know, it just sounds like he really believes in himself. It was just very uplifting. I don't have much more to say about that than that. It was a really hopeful, just like seems ready to take on the world kind of vibe.
I think that one was the closest to like a 2000 sound where you're like, okay, that when you hear it, you're like, okay, this sounds like it came from there. I'm curious to see what you think of this song. It's called Make Her Say, featuring Kanye and Common.
Okay.
when
Poker face, poker face.
I make her say, she wanna have whatever she like. She can if she bring her friend, and we can have one hell of a night through the day. Ay, I mean, stand like a grouper cause you got a beeper, but man, old girl got a fat old ass. Yeah, the type to make you tell a bitch just dance. And fuck them other niggas cause you down for her bitches. Fuck them other niggas cause she down for the sticking. And fuck them other niggas so she down for some liquor. And fuck them other bitches cause she down for the tricking. Ooh. Yeah. When
Poker face, poker face.
yeah. She said she want whatever she like. She said she gon' bring her friend, and we gon' have a hell of a night. Through the day, I made her say, hold up, born in 88, how old is that? Old enough, I got seniority with the sorority, so that explain why I love college. Getting brain in the library, cause I love knowledge. When you use your medulla oblongata and give me scoliosis until I comatosis, and do it while I'm sleep, yeah, little osmosis. And more damn planes, more coasters, and fuck a bus, the Benz park like Rosa Oza.
When
Poker face, poker face.
I make it say, yeah. When and we can have one hell of a night through the day. She blamed it on the alcohol. She had her head did it, was bound to fall. Down for a damn Cudi already said it. Up on her Facebook, I already read it. But man, her head was gooder than the music. Electro body, known to blow fuses. A stripper from the south, looking for a payday. Said, bitch, you should do it for the love like Ray J. But they say, you be on that conscious tip. Get your head right and get up on this conscious dip. I embody everything from the golly to the party. It's the way I was raised on the south side safari, so
Can't read mine, no, we can't read my poker face. She's got me like nobody.
Before I get into it, that was so funny to hear that because my sister used to listen to that in 2009. That version of Poker Face.
Oh, okay,
like
the acoustic version.
Piano version of it. She used to listen to.
And that's the one. That's the version they sampled.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's hilarious.
She was a huge Lady Gaga fan, so she listened to like all of her stuff. But I completely forgot that she did that acoustic version.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard it since like 2009. So
Wow.
that's so crazy to hear it now.
Yeah.
That was very classic Kanye, I thought.
Yeah, he produced the thing.
He had so many good lines in there.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That's unlike anything else on the album.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Track number 13 is called Pursuit of Happiness, and this one also has a nightmare beside it. This one features MGMT. I just mentioned them earlier. I completely forgot they're on here. And Rat-a-tat again. So
Crush a bit, little bit, roll it up, take a hit, feeling lit, feeling right, 2 a.m. summer night. People told me slow my roll, I'm screaming out, fuck that, I'ma do just what I want, looking ahead, no turning back. If I fall, if I die, know I lived it to the fullest. If I fall, if I die, know I lived and missed some bullets. I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know everything that shine ain't always gonna be gold. Hey, I'll be fine once I get it. I'll be good. Tell me what you know about dreaming. You don't really know about nothing. Tell me what you know about the night terrors every night. You don't really care about the trials of tomorrow. Rather lay awake in the bed full of sorrow. I'm on the pursuit of happiness. I know everything that's shining always gold. I'll be fine once I get it. I'll be good. Pursuit of happiness, and I know everything that shine ain't always gonna be gold. Hey, I'll be fine once I get it. I'll be good. Pursuit of happiness, yeah. I don't get it. I'll be good.
I feel like this got kind of like more uplifting. The sound of it.
well,
much brighter.
To kind of spoil it for you, like the next act, like the last two songs is called like A New Beginning.
Oh.
So yeah,
Well, that's great. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that guitar solo.
Yeah,
that was
that was really good.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite musical moments actually on the album. I just learned something new about this song today. It says the meaning of the song is often misconstrued with being about the positive side of a carefree lifestyle.
Oh.
But apparently, it tells a dark tale of drinking and driving.
Oh.
As well as the regret and pain associated with drug abuse and how it leads to escapism.
Oh, damn.
So when I read that before listening to this, because I've never heard that angle before. So I tried listening to it from that perspective. That's pretty interesting.
Wow, I didn't get that.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
It felt like a really happy song to me.
Yeah.
Wow, I feel like an idiot.
Well, I think like more comes together at the end when he starts not narrating the parts like, oh, his room's spinning.
Yeah.
I can't believe I drank this much or smoked this much. Okay, so track number 14 is called Hyyerr, featuring Chip the Ripper.
Easy.
Oh.
This is Easy Sunday morning, and
Something
we're
different.
right here on a beautiful morning in Cleveland, Ohio, and it's chilly today. The kids are going to school, yeah.
A nigga like me be so gone. Eyes so low that a nigga gotta throw his lokes on. Wonder what them folks on. That's what they be asking. Dumb kush we smoke on. Smell it when a nigga passing. Poster, cause life is showing. Filled with lots of grief and doubt. So I just pulled that bag of colorful frosty leaves on out and free my scalp. I need to free my mind. I'm up at the time. I'm up all the time. I'm up on the grind. So we're Red Bull and the blow will be fine. Just wanna feel fine. Just wanna get time. Just wanna relax and think of a mind. Don't really like sipping cause I get the tripping. My nigga just roll up a heap of that pine. And only bring a little bit for the trip just in case we get blurred by 5-0. Sir, you look high. I know, but I prefer my eyes low.
Yeah, they say easy, friend. They go talking about weed again. Probably cause of all that weed in him. Put your brain where it belong. Can't we just all get a bong and tag along? And we flow. We kids with hope. Better to cope when you smoke. Dog, please don't miss what a nigga trying to get you to get by. We outside, become my mama in the house. Pub pass with your bitch ass. Back in high school, smoke weed when I cut class, and now I'm an addict. Tragic, stable and up, I'm reclining. I be looking down, see my digits be shining. Good look easy, now stay blinded by that light. Somebody pass me a shell to the right. Yes, I'm going, I'll be out it, and you can find me. I'll be chillin' back. I'll be chillin', Jack. Know we get high, yeah. So high,
I love how that sounded.
Yeah.
That was very different to everything else in the album.
Great.
It was very, well, I guess they're talking about getting higher and higher and
What?
higher.
I didn't get that.
I think that was well conveyed with the sound of
Production,
that
yeah.
song, the production. Yeah. I was very absorbed in that.
Yeah, that was really good.
It was kind of relaxing actually.
Yeah. It's kind of I'm kind of surprised that's one of the less played songs. I guess because it doesn't really fit in. I don't want to say fit in, but it is different, like you said, sound wise. And he's rapping on that one, but yeah, that's one of my favorites as well.
Yeah, I thought that was great. I really enjoyed that. I got lost in that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to the last song now. This one is called Up, Up and Away.
Now when the sun come up, I'll be there to say what up in the morning. Brush my teeth, find that clip I've been looking for since last night. Where no sappy thoughts in my head, I'm feeling like I'm Peter Pan. Minds the tights and the furries, happy to see how far I've come to the same place. It began in my dreams, imagination, perfectly at peace. So I move along a bit higher. I'll be up, up and away, up, up and away. Cause they gon' judge me anyway, so whatever. I learned, I see the dreams I made, so I'm cooler now. I can take care of my mom, I'm a lonely Suri, so sing along, little mama. You ain't gotta worry about no drama, no. I provide no one. If I wanna fly, I can fly for freedom. Hey, I'll be up and away, cause they gon' judge me anyway. So whatever. Wake up, 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 wake up. I'll be waking on up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I'll be up and away, cause they gon' judge me anyway. So whatever. So whatever.
Oh.
The end is never the end.
Wow.
A new challenge awaits. A test no man could be prepared for.
That was a really beautiful outro. Like
Yeah.
Ander even.
Great.
That was great. That was so happy, so positive. Such a feel good song with
Yeah.
a really positive message.
Great.
I really, really liked how the first line, now when the sun come up.
Mm-hmm.
He mentions the sun.
Yeah.
This whole time it's been the moon.
The moon, yeah.
And now it's like
Right.
a new day.
Yeah. That's a good observation.
That was fantastic.
Mhm. And to add to that, he says, "I'll be there to say what up in the morning." Like morning, another thing that he didn't really like. He's mostly talking about the moon
About
at
the
nighttime,
night, and yeah. That's
sure.
so true. Yeah, I thought it was a really positive message. Everything he was singing about, and then just the
music.
the sound of it.
Yeah.
It was so feel good, so positive, so like hopeful.
Right.
And then when he says in the end, they'll judge me anyway, so whatever.
Yeah.
Great message. I loved this.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
glad you liked it.
gonna say, sonically, like the way it sounded, I loved it. It's not like one of my top ones by how it sounded, but the meaning behind it,
Right.
and what he was talking about and the messages he was conveying, I think is one of the most important ones.
Nice.
I thought this was so good. Yeah. I think he's such a good person. I think it's such an important thing what he did with this.
Yeah.
And I can totally see why so many people were saying that it means so much to them. And yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about that. I'm happy to hear that this, no wonder it got people through difficult times. I'm really happy to hear that. I think that's so important.
I totally see Kid Cudi as a very important figure in hip hop, simply for the facts that you've mentioned. He's relatable to maybe a large portion of people who don't have a voice, let's say, or feel alone, like you said, because everybody, when they're feeling down, you have people have listen to stuff when they're feeling sad and try to find something that's relatable. So Kid Cudi comes into the picture.
Yeah, and he's relatable, but not in a I'm also sad, I'm so sad way. In a way that's like, I felt or feel just how you do.
Yeah.
And
you're not alone, I know what you mean.
You're not alone, I get it. But look what I've done, you can do it too.
Yeah.
I think that's such an important message. Especially for his target audience.
Right.
I love that. That makes me so happy.
Nice.
Yeah, that's close to my heart, and I really appreciate it.
Personally, for me, it was exciting to just kind of go back down memory lane, kind of thinking about how cringy I was. But it had a killer ass soundtrack, and this was part of it. Also, it was kind of nice to revisit the production. I always, like I was mentioning before,
the production was really good.
Yeah, I like to see how, when we're listening to older stuff, I want to see how it carries over. I thought it was really, it carries over well. Very well. Yeah. So
thank you for this recommendation. Yeah. And if this has helped you through a hard time, then wow, I'm so happy about that. Yeah.
For sure. Cool. I guess that will conclude our reaction to Men on the Moon. We stay cooking. We have a long list of things to do.
Yeah, it's very long.
But in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys in the next review. Okay, see ya.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.